Dear children, now we are going to learn unit number 2, a gift of chappals. The lesson is basically divided into two parts. In the first part, it is talked about a girl named Mridu. She lived in Madras, it is now Chennai. She lived with her Tapi and Thata. So now you must be wondering what is Tapi and Thata. So Tapi means grandmother and Thata means grandfather. Here Tapi means grandmother and Thata means grandfather in Tamil language. So this girl Mridu is lived with her grandparents. Now one day Tapi asked Mrudu that today we are going to visit your aunt's home, that is Rukumani, the aunt of Mrudu. Name is Rukumani. So one day they went to Rukumani's house. So they are going to visiting Aunt Rukumani's house. When we see all the cousins got excited to look Mrudu and they shared with Mrudu their secret. They were the cousins, there were three cousins. Okay, Ravi, Meena and Lalli. There are three cousins of Mrudu. Their name was Ravi, Meena and Lalli. Okay, they are the cousins of Mrudu. So in first part we will see the conversation between them and how they got excited to look Mrudu and welcome Mrudu and sharing their secret with Mrudu. That is about the first part. And in second part we will see that how the Lalli, the cousin of Mrudu, Lalli learning to play the violin from his music master and how the beggar appeared there. That is about the second part. Okay, now let's start the lesson on page number, it is on page number 18. So you have to open page number 18 and see in your textbook. Let's start. A smiling Rukumani threw open the door. Ravi and Meena rushed out. Okay, Rukumani opened the door and there Ravi and Meena rushed out and Ravi pulled Mrudu into the house. So hurriedly Meena and Ravi came out and pulled Mrudu to come into their house. Wait, let me take off my slippers, said Mrudu. Mrudu શું કીધું? Slipper કાઢવા દે મારી. Okay, so protested. Mrudu protested means objected or disapproved with the pulling of Ravi. Ravi જેને એકાએક પુલ કરતો હતો. So here Mrudu was opposed it and said, let me take off my slipper. She set them out neatly near a pair of large black ones. Okay, એના સ્લીપર કાં કર્યા કે જ્યાં large black slippers હતા એની સામે કર્યા. Those were grey actually with dust. You could see the clear mark of every toe on the front part of each slipper. So this is the description of that slipper which were there at the door. So those slipper were grey actually. So it is black color slipper but કેવા થઈ ગયા હતા? It was grey actually with dust થી grey થઈ ગયા હતા. You could see the clear mark of every toe on the toe means foot finger top. આપણા આંગળીઓનો જે ફૂટના ફિંગર્સ હોય એનો જે ટોપ હોય એને ટો. Okay, so every toe on the front part of each slipper. સ્લીપરના આગળ એ ઘસાઈ ગયા હતા સ્લીપર. The marks for the two big toes were long and scrawny. Okay, the big toe were long and scrawny. સો સ્ક્રાઉની મીન્સ થીન. આ જે ટોના માર્ક્સ જે હતા એ કેવા બની ગયા હતા? લોંગ એન્ડ થીન બની ગયા હતા. બ્રુટો ડીડન્ટ હેવ મચ ટાઈમ ટુ વન્ડર અબાઉટ whose sleeper they were because Ravi dragged her to the backyard. So she does not pay her attention more to that sleeper because Ravi hurriedly take her into the backyard. Behind a thick bitterberry bush, there inside a torn football lined with sacking and filled with sand. So રવિ ક્યાં લઈ ગયો? ધ બેકયાર્ડ. સો ત્યાં શું હતું? બિહાઇન્ડ અ થીક બીટર બેરી બશ. ત્યાં શું હતું? યુ કેન સી ઓન ધ નેક્સ્ટ પેજ ડેટ there is a bush. Bitter berry bush is there. Okay, it is a bitter berry bush. ત્યાં લઈ ગયો. There inside a torn football lined with sacking and filled with sand. Here a torn football means ફાટેલું ફૂટબોલ હતું. Okay, and it is filled with sand. And એના ઉપર lay a very small kitten. એના ઉપર શું હતું? એક very small kitten was lay on that torn football. આ જે ફાટેલું ફૂટબોલ હતો એના ઉપર એક નાનું કિટન હતું. કિટન means a small cat. Lapping up milk from a coconut half shell. Okay, so that kitten was lapping a milk from a coconut half shell. આ જે કિટન હતું એ શું કરી રહ્યું હતું? કોકોનટના હાફ શેલમાંથી મિલ્ક પી રહ્યું હતું. We found him outside the gate this morning. He was meowing and meowing. Poor thing, said Meena. So Meena said that we found him outside the gate this morning. So આ જે કિટન હતું એ ક્યાં એમને મળ્યું? It is from the outside the gate and it got from this morning. He was meowing and meowing. Poor thing, said Meena. એ મ્યાઉ મ્યાઉ કરી રહ્યું હતું. કોણ? That little kitten. Said Meena. It's a secret. Amma says Party will leave for our Padu Mama's house if she knows we have a cat. So their mama means Rukumani said that if grandmother knows that they have a cat, then grandmother will leave their house. જો ગ્રાન્ડમમ્માને ખબર પડશે, ગ્રાન્ડમધર જે છે એમને ખબર પડશે કે તેમની પાસે કિટન છે, તો ગ્રાન્ડમધર શું કરશે? she will leave their house. Okay, so people are always telling us to be kind to animal, but when we are they scream. આપણને બધા હંમેશા એવું કહે છે we are kind to animals. એનિમલ સાથે કાઇન્ડ રહેવું. બટ જ્યારે આપણે કાઇન્ડ થઈએ ત્યારે all the people are screaming. બધા ચિલ્લાવા લાગે. શું ચિલ્લાય? Oh, don't bring that dirty creature here. પછી જ્યારે પણ આપણે આવું બેઝિકલી આપણી સાથે પણ થાય કે જ્યારે આપણે આવા કોઈ એનિમલ સાથે કાઇન્ડ થઈએ ત્યારે આપણને કહે ડોન્ટ બ્રિંગ ધેટ ડર્ટી ક્રિએચર હિયર. એને અંદર નહીં લાવતા. સેડ રવિ. ડુ યુ નો હાઉ હાર્ડ ઇટ ઇઝ જસ્ટ ટુ ગેટ અ લિટલ મિલ્ક ફ્રોમ ધ કિચન? સો that kitten was drinking milk, but Ravi said that it is so hard. He faced many problems to fetch the milk, to feed her milk. અને મિલ્ક આપવામાં કેટલો પ્રોબ્લેમ ફેસ કરવા પડ્યા કોણે? રવિએ. સો સેડ બાય રવિ. પાર્ટી saw me. પાર્ટી means here. પાર્ટી here means grandmother saw me with a glass in my hand. So Party saw me with a glass in my hand just now. હમણાં જ મને કોણે જોઈ લીધા? Party means grandmother જોઈ લીધા. I told her I am very hungry. I want to drink it. But the way she looked at me. So Ravi told that I am very hungry. So I want to drink all the milk. But Grandmother looked at me. I had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent. To throw her off the scent means mislead her, બેવકૂફ બનાવવા માટે. શું કર્યું? I had drink most of it. મોટાભાગનું ડ્રિંક મેં પી લીધું. Then she wanted the tumble back. તો હવે જે ટમ્બલ હિયર મીન્સ અ વેસલ. જે વેસલની અંદર આ રવિએ મિલ્ક લાવ્યું છે એ વેસલ મીન્સ ટમ્બલ. સો હવે પેટીને શું જોઈએ છે? ડેટ ટમ્બલ જોઈએ, ટમ્બલર જોઈએ છે. ઓકે, then she wanted the tumbler back. પાટી I will wash it myself. ઓકે, હવે દૂધ પૂરું થઈ ગયું, મિલ્ક અંદરથી પૂરું થઈ ગયું. સો પાટીને શું જોઈએ? that tumbler જોઈએ, so that she can wash it. But here Ravi stopped Party and said, Party, I will wash it myself. Why should I put you to trouble? હું મારી જાતે એને સાફ કરી દઈશ, તમારે ટ્રબલ લેવાની જરૂર નથી. I told her. I had to run and pour the milk into this coconut shell and then run back and wash the tumbler and put it back before she got really suspicious. So what problems Ravi faced to fetch or to give milk that little kitten is given here. કે problem કેટલા face કરવા પડ્યા? At first Patty or grandmother saw Ravi and then she watched at her like suspicious. Then Ravi wanted to drink whole tumbler but some of the milk he left in the tumbler. Then he ran to the kitten and then he gave some milk to the kitten and then he ran back and washed the tumbler and put it back before she means Patty got really suspicious. ઝડપથી એણે કોને મિલ્ક આપ્યું? કિટનને મિલ્ક આપ્યું અને ઝડપથી એને વોશ કરી દીધું ટમ્બલર અને પાછું એના પ્લેસ પર મૂકી દીધું કે જેથી પાટી એને જોઈને સસ્પિશિયસ નહીં થાય. Now we have to think of some other way to feed Mahindran. So Mahindran here, it is first time name given here. So Mahindran is the name of that little cat. Okay, it is the name for the little cat, Mahindran. Mahindran, this little cat's name is Mahindran. Bridu was impressed. So Bridu said that Mahindran, this little cat's name is Mahindran. Bridu was so impressed. It was a real name, not just a cute kitty cat name. So Mahindran is so good name and Bridu was impressed with that name. Actually his full name is Mahindra Verma Pallava Punai, said Ravi. Now Ravi started praising that kitten or that little cat. જે કેટ છે એને પ્રેઝ કરવા માંડે છે. શું કહે છે? The full name of that little cat is Mahindra Verma Pallava Punai and MP Punai for short if you like. So short name, if you like to speak short name, then it is MP Punai. It is the short name for that little cat. He is a fine breed of cat. Just to look at his fur, like a lion's mane. So here Ravi was praising that cat and said this cat is of good cat and just to look at his fur, like it is look like lion's mane. And you know what the emblem of the ancient Pallava king was, don't you? So here, and you know what the emblem of the ancient Pallava king was. Emblem here means symbol of what is the symbol of the ancient Pallava king was, don't you? He looked expectantly at Bridu. So નાવ તને ખબર નથી કે એન્શિયન્ટ પલ્લવાઝનું સિમ્બોલ શું છે? સો he looked expectantly at Mrudu. Expectantly with means with expectations. So Ravi looked at Mrudu with expectations that Mrudu should know about the history of Pallava. મૃદુને પલ્લવાની હિસ્ટ્રી ખબર હશે એવો એક્સપેક્ટેશન સાથે Ravi looked at Mrudu's face. Mrudu giggled. Now Mrudu was giggled. Giggle means laughed slowly. Do you think I am joking? Well, just wait. Now Ravi said that, do you think I am joking? Well, just wait. I will show you sometime. It's clear you don't know a thing about history. So, તને history વિશે કશું ખબર નથી. Said by Ravi. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram? Have you? So, ક્યારે મહાબલીપુરમ ગઈ છે? He said mysteriously. Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of his tatas, etc., etc. Okay, so Ravi said that when my class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue. જ્યારે મારા ક્લાસ સાથે હું મહાબલીપુરમ ગયા હતા ત્યારે મેં એક સ્ટેચ્યુ જોયું હતું. અને એ સ્ટેચ્યુ કોનું હતું? તો આ કિટનના થાટાઝ, કિટન મીન્સ આ કેટ જે છે એના થાટા મીન્સ ગ્રાન્ડફાધર, આ કેટના ગ્રાન્ડફાધરના 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 ગ્રાન્ડફાધરનું સ્ટેચ્યુ ક્યાં છે? મહાબલીપુરમ. And I saw that statue. Fact is, Mahindran here is descended from that very same ancient cat. So descendant means a descendant of or come from the same family. વંશજો. Descendant means વંશજો. Mahindran એટલે કે that cat was the descendant from that very same ancient cat. જેનું મેં સ્ટેચ્યુ મહાબલીપુરમમાં જોયું હતું એ જ સેમ ફેમિલીની કેટ કોણ છે? that Mahindran is. આ Mahindran એ જ ગ્રેટ ફેમિલીની કેટ છે. A close relative and scientifically speaking of none other than the lion. So it is said that cat is the lion's family. So scientifically speaking of none other than the lion here, Ravi is praising on and on to the cat. The Pallava lion, emblem of the Pallava dynasty. Pallava lions are symbols. Pallava lions je hoy, they are the symbols of Pallava dynasty. Ravi went on, walking around the bitterberry bush, waving a twig up and down. So now Ravi was walking around the bitterberry bush. જે બેરીનું બશ હતું, ઝાડી હતી, એ ઝાડીની આસપાસ ફરે છે રવિ. એન્ડ શું કરે છે? એના ટ્વિગ અપ એન્ડ ડાઉન, એની આંગળી છે એ અપ એન્ડ ડાઉન કરે છે. હિઝ આઈઝ સ્પાર્કલિંગ. નાઉ હી વોઝ સ્પાર્કલિંગ હિઝ આઈઝ, આંખો ઝબકાવે છે. And said that this cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. So now he said that this cat is the descendant, વંશજ છે. કોના વંશજ છે? મહાબલીપુરમના જે ઋષિ કેટ્સ હતા એ ઋષિ કેટની વંશજ. Who is the Rishi cat's descendant? That Mahindran is the Rishi cat's descendant. Okay, આ જે મહેન્દ્રન કેટ છે એ કેટ કોણ છે? તો મહાબલીપુરમની અંદર જે ઋષિ કેટ્સ હતા. ઓકે, સો એ કેટના વંશજ છે. એન્ડ ઇફ I may just remind you, they worshipped cat in ancient Egypt. So these rishi cats were worshipped by the Egypts in ancient time. So this is the great cat said by Ravi. Ravi knew what is the meaning of Ravi, that this cat is the great cat and it is very rare. Okay, બહુ great છે અને rare piece છે. So that is the meaning of Ravi. Ravi's talk. Okay, now let's turn the page. how he loved the sound of his own voice. Meena and Rudu exchanged looks. Now, proudly, Ravi, praised this cat and he liked his own voice. So Meena and Rudu both exchanged looks. So બંને એકબીજા તરફ જુએ છે. Who? Meena and Mrudu. What does that have to do with anything Mrudu demanded? So have you anything meaning in this? So demanded by Mrudu. Huh, I am telling you this cat is descended from the Egyptian cat god. So now Ravi is starting again and said that this cat is descended from the Egyptian cat god. ઇજિપ્તની અંદર જે કેટનું વર્શિપ થતું હતું, જે કેટ ગોડ ગણાતી હતી, બરાબર. તો આ જે કેટ છે આપણી પાસે એનું નામ શું રાખ્યું છે? મહેન્દ્રન. સો ધીસ કેટ ઇઝ ધ descended of this Egyptian cat god. No, goddess. Best taste. Yeah, that's it. So, this cat is the best cat in the world, said by Ravi. So this is the thing asked by Mrudu. So what? એટલે શું? So, well, one of the descendant of that cat goddess was a stowaway in one of the Pallavas' ship. So, Ravi now replied that, well, one of the descendant of that cat god was a stowaway in one of the Pallavas' ship. આ જે કેટ છે, કેટ ગોડ છે, એનો કોઈક એક ડેસ્કેન્ડેડ, એનો કોઈ વંશજ આ પલ્લવાની શિપ સાથે સ્ટોવ અવે મીન્સ સમવન હુ હાઈડ હિમસેલ્ફ. એ હાઈડ થઈને પલ્લવાની શિપમાં આવી ગયો હશે. એન્ડ હિઝ ડેસ્કેન્ડેડ વોઝ ધ મહાબલીપુરમ ઋષિ કેટ. અને ક્યાં આવી ગયું? શિપમાંથી પાસ થઈને મહાબલીપુરમમાં. ઓકે, સો જે ઇજિપ્તમાં હતા કેટ ગોડ એ પલ્લવાઝના શિપમાં હાઈટ, પોતાની જાતને હાઈટ કરીને ક્યાં આવી ગયા? મહાબલીપુરમમાં. એન્ડ ધે બીકેમ ઋષિ કેટ. અને મહાબલીપુરમમાં એઓ શું બન્યા? ઋષિ કેટ. હુઝ ડેસ્કન્ડેડ ઇઝ રવિ flourish his twig at Mahindran. Okay, now Ravi is showing Mahindran. રવિ કોને બતાવે છે? મહેન્દ્રને બતાવે છે. અને શું કહે છે? સો ઋષિ કેટ whose descendant is MP Punai here. અને જે ઋષિ કેટ હતા મહાબલીપુરમના, that was the greatest cat. અને એનું descendant એટલે કે વંશજ કોણ છે? It is the MP Punai here. બરોબર. સો ધેટ મહેન્દ્રન જે છે, that is the short name for cat, MP Punai. સો આ જે ઋષિ કેટ છે whose descendant કોણ છે? MP Punai. MP Punai was the descendant of that ઋષિ cat. So this our cat is the greatest cat. Okay, said by Ravi. Now whoop egg. He shrieked. Shrieked means high pitched sound. Now Ravi said in a high pitched sound, very pleased with himself. Whoop eek. This is the sound made by Ravi. He make high pitched sound and he is very pleased with himself. Okay, Mahindran looked up, alarmed. Alarmed means frightened, ડરી ગયું. He had just been sharpening his claws means paw or panjo. So he had just been sharpening his claws on the edge means surface of the coconut shell. So Mahindran looked up. Mahindran means that cat ઉપર જોયું. અને he was frightened, ડરી ગયું. Why? ત્યાં કંઈક અવાજ આવ્યો. ઓકે, he had just been sharpened his, એ શું કરી રહી હતી? એ કેટ શું કરી રહી હતી? Just been sharpened his claws means paw or panjo on the edge means surface of the coconut shell. Coconut shell ઉપર પોતાનો પંજો સાફ કરી રહી હતી. But now he was frightened. But worse than Ravi's awful whoop ache was a screech. So રવિનું જે સાઉન્ડ હતો whoop ache that he was very proud of about his expression. એનું જે એક્સપ્રેશન હતું રવિનું that was whoop ache. એણે શું અવાજ કર્યો whoop ache. But there is more version of that whoop ache of Ravi, that is screech. પરંતુ રવિના અવાજ કરતાં પણ વધારે વર્ઝ અવાજ વિયર્ડ અવાજ સ્ટ્રેન્જ વોઇસ આવ્યો એન્ડ એ વોઇસ શું હતો ક્રીચ. સો that kitten was frightened for that voice. From the window. આવાજ ક્યાંથી આવ્યો? From the window. What a weird sound. If Brudu was started, MP Punai was frightened out of his wits. Hair standing on end, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies. So here, what did the kitten or cat do? He was very frightened. Cat બહુ ડરી ગઈ. પછી આણે શું કર્યું? That Punai, MP Punai means cat was frightened out of his wit and hair standing on end. એના hair ઊભા થઈ ગયા. He bounced up and scurried towards. Scurried means moved hurriedly. Okay, scurried towards means moved hurriedly towards a bamboo tray. So he was standing on end and bounced up and moved hurriedly towards a bamboo tray of red chili. Tray ની અંદર શું હતું? Red chilies that had been set out to dry. જે બહાર શાના માટે રાખ્યા હતા? રેડ ચીલી ડ્રાય થવા માટે, સુકાવા માટે. Trying to hide beneath it. અને that little cat was trying to hide beneath the bamboo tray. આની નીચે સંટાવા માંગે છે. He tripped a few chilies over himself. So થોડી ચીલી આના ઉપર પણ આવી ગઈ. Meow. He howled miserably. Miserably means uncomfortably or unhappily. So he sound like meow. He creaching went on and the creaching went on and on. So this sound was not stopping and it goes on and on. What's that noise? Said Brudu. So Brudu said that what is that noise? What is that noise? Said Brudu. That's a Lily learning to play the violin. She will never learn a thing. The music master just goes on playing like a train, whizzing on and on. And while Lily's all the time derailing, going completely off track. So here Ravi told that. So that is Lily learning to play the violin, granted Ravi. So Ravi told that it is Lily's voice who is learning. Lily is the cousin, one cousin of Brudu. Okay, and she is learning to play violin from his music master. And Ravi told that she will never learn a thing. એ ક્યારેય પણ શીખી નહીં શકે. Why? The music master just goes on playing like a train whistling on and on. So music master કેવું મ્યુઝિક વગાડે છે? Like train was going on and on. જેમ ટ્રેન ટ્રેક ઉપર on and on આગળ જાય એવી રીતે music master was playing his music violin. But Lally cannot play violin in a good way. So Lally all the time derailing. Derailing means go off the track. રેલના ટ્રેક ઉપર નથી, મીન્સ કે she was going completely off track. એને વાયોલિન વગાડતા આવડતું નથી. She cannot play violin in a good way. So that is the end of our first part. So here Brudu visit the cousin's home and the conversation between each other. Now we will see the second part into the next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe students. Bye bye.